That's Nick.
And that's Joseph. And today we're here to run down my top 10 favorite films from the 2019 Toronto International Film Festival, where I attended to cover films for ioncinema.com, where you can go for further coverage.
So your number 6 film.
Yes, number 6.
Workforce.
Workforce, directed by David Zonana, the only directorial debut on my list. And this competed in the platform section for a prize. It did not win. But David Zonana previously worked as executive producer on some Michel Franco films like Chronic and April's Daughters and Gabriel Ripstein's 600 Miles. And Michel Franco, in turn, now is serving as producer on this film. So
I did not watch this movie, but I did just read the synopsis. It does sound very interesting.
It's very good. It's in contemporary Mexico City, and it's really about a house. It's about class issues and building a house. So this group of construction workers is building this mansion for this rich person, and Claudio, it's not even the opening credits, falls from a great height and dies. And the construction company, rather than pay, and he's got a wife at home who's pregnant. Instead of paying him out insurance, they say, be at the autopsy, he was drunk, so his family gets nothing. But his brother and his wife, as they desperately try to make known, Claudio didn't drink alcohol at all.
So they don't believe he was drunk?
No, because he wasn't. So then Francisco is the brother, he's the main character, takes it upon himself to try to investigate. He's trying to investigate, trying to make amends, and he ends up stalking the man who the house is being built for.
Okay.
And it's this man suddenly ends up committing suicide.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Well, he doesn't. I don't think he does commit suicide, but his body's suddenly found after Francisco's following him. So I think we're led to believe
that he killed him.
He killed him.
Okay.
But even before that, during the stalking process, Francisco was. Because his own place kept getting flooded out by water, and he doesn't have the wherewithal to care for the sister-in-law who also dies. Like so
before she has the baby.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like she just kind of gives up because without her husband there and without the insurance money, she can't survive.
I'd give up too.
So she gives up and dies. But before that, he was kind of squatting in this house because it's a beautiful mansion. It's got several floors, tons of bedrooms, a gym room. It's got beds. It's got everything you need in there. So he just lives on there. And it fast forwards in time a couple months. And he because the man died, the construction workers stopped working. So he lives there a while, and then he goes and starts rounding up all his old friends that worked on the house and said, I've been living there. No one's claimed it. I have a lawyer. There's a way to finagle getting this, but I need several $1,000s in order to do that. So if you all move in with me and pay a share, we can do that. So then it's like all of this community of and so all of these men live with extended family members. So all of a sudden there's dozens of people in this house.
Okay.
And conflict ensues because somebody can't give the money in time, and then there's a power shift.
Wait, so they're trying to collect money so they can overtake the house?
Yes, they have to pay the lawyer a certain amount of money so they can kind of circumvent protocol.
So their goal is to take ownership of this home.
Yes, and each of them will own the bedroom they're in.
Oh wow! Okay.
But he has to press on one of his friends, his closest friend, who doesn't get the money in time, and it causes some conflict. And what happens is Francisco is booted out of his big bedroom and put in the storage room. And then after the power dynamic switches, Francisco, who previously did things off screen, has to do things off screen again.
To get his bedroom back?
Well, like if I'm not going to have the house the way I want it, none of y'all are.
Does he burn the house down?
No, but he does call the authorities.
Yes.
All these people are fixing. It's just
this sounds like my kind of movie.
Yeah, it's a very low-key drama, really, but that plays a little bit. It reminded me of several old film noirs of poor people taking advantage of an opportunity, but because of the things that they have to do to take that opportunity, they're still
crabs in a bucket.
Crabs in a bucket, yeah.
I should have a T-shirt that just says "crabs in a bucket." Oh, this is the first one you've talked about that I'm interested in.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's.
This sounds like a winner.
It is, and I'm excited to see more from this director.
What's his name again?
David Zonana.
Okay.
Previously producer, but it is very fitting. I can see why Michel Franco produced it as well, based on the subjects of some of his films. But
what would you give this film?
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Wow. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.